Why, hello there, and welcome back to Girls Guide 2. We are so glad to see you again, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. You know you want to see our faces every week. My face's name is Jess.
I'm Nikki. And I am Miranda.
And this week, EmilytheBravee has sent in a video response, and her page is here. Clicky
So
the linky.
exciting.
And without further ado,
Yeah.
further ado, here's her video.
Hey guys, EmilytheBravee here. Right now I'm in the middle of a transition between moving back in with my parents and kind of figuring out what I'm doing with college. I get a lot of questions about my future plans and what it's like moving out of the house for the first time. As I'm sort of in the middle of this transition, I was curious as to what each of your experiences was like. How did you make the transition moving out of your house for the first time?
That was an awesome question. Thank you so much, Emily. And I think we will answer that with our own personal stories, ladies.
I got married pretty young. I was like 20, 21.
I was just gonna ask you that.
Yes, but our living experience was really funny because since we got married so young, we knew we still wanted to like have fun and live like young people, but we wanted to get married. So we actually chose to move into a garage that was converted into an apartment. So we paid like nothing for rent, which was really, really great for us. We've lived with so many roommates over the last 5 years until like 7 months ago. It's the first
As a
time we
married
ever
couple?
lived. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. We just kind of did what we had to do, and we felt like, all right, well, we're committed, we're married.
Might as well.
Might as well do what we have to do. It's like, it's tough now, but it's tough at different points in your life.
Yeah,
so we're just kind of taking it as it comes.
I've lived with my parents are divorced, so I've lived with my mom, I've lived with my dad who's an alcoholic, I've lived with my aunt who's a hoarder. Moved in with a best friend where we were best friends at the beginning of moving in, and then just awful moving out. I think the biggest thing for just to be able to cope is being moldable and not going in with expectations.
See, and I feel like my story is so, oh gosh, I moved out because I had to. I was a teen mom, and my parents were like, well, we're not gonna help you. You decided to have a baby, so you're gonna take on full responsibility. And for a year, my daughter and I lived in an apartment, and because I was more worried about safety than anything, I literally could just afford rent. So we stayed in a one-bedroom apartment, mattress on the floor, television, no cable, because at that point it was necessity over want. And I wanted cable. I wanted to eat a big meal, but could I? No. So I just feel like I was shoved into this situation, not even shoved, I chose this situation, but it was super difficult, and we didn't have any roommates. And then we moved in with multiple roommates, like at different times, other single moms, and we kind of helped each other raise.
Yeah, very cool.
It takes a village.
Yeah,
I
think that's a really good point though. If you have the ability to choose your living situation, just take into account that you acclimate to your environment. So if you don't want to be partying all the time, then don't move
live
in
with partiers.
with a bunch of college guys.
Frat guy.
Yeah, but if you do want to party, move. It's like if you're at that point in your life, don't move in with a bunch of Buddhist monks.
So when is you moved out with from your home to with your husband?
Yeah.
So when is a good time to move in with someone, a significant other?
That's
and should financial hardship be a reason why?
Well, there's two parts to that question. First off, I don't think I can tell anyone when a good time is for them to move in. I know that the choice that I made was to wait until we were married to move in together. But I don't think financial hardships should be the reason to move in. I think that's a really big choice, and I don't think it should be based on that.
I feel like two major things break people up, and that's time and money. There's never enough time with the person. There's never enough money to do things that you can enjoy time with them. So financially, and that's also a reason why people stay together, which is awful. Like, oh, well, we can't afford to move out.
I think the main question that you should ask yourself is, are you ready for that person to be completely a part of every single facet of your life?
Yeah.
If the answer is no, then don't move in together.
Yeah.
Go to each other's house, have dinner night, have game night.
Start
It's
off with a
awesome.
drawer in their closet. You know who I wouldn't mind sharing space with?
Miss
Kelsey,
Kelsey.
girl.
I
Let's see
knew
what she
it.
has to say.
I see here you went to Berkeley.
I did? Right.
What would you say is your strongest attribute?
Well, my boyfriend would say that it's my mouth. With words coming out of my mouth is what I meant by that statement.
Why did you leave your last place of employment?
Why did you bring that up? I didn't want to talk about it.
What would you consider your worst trait?
Sticky fingers. I don't understand the question. Like I was a drug dealer. You're gonna have to fire the receptionist because she gave me the stink eye when I walked in. What if I am sick for more than 10 days? Do I have to dress like you? Did you ever consider whitening your teeth? How long do you have to actually, like, work here to qualify for unemployment? Yes, I'm serious. What? Okay. No, but all right. Give me the stink eye again, bitch! Am I right? I'm right.
So now it is my favorite time of the show where we answer a question that you, our audience, have asked, and we do it every week. So this question is, does anyone have any good ideas on how to make some side cash other than selling all your valuables? Sometimes work just doesn't seem like it's enough.
So I really like to work. I've been working since I was 14. I told them, my mom told me one day, I was like, Mom, I want money. And she was like, well, get a job. And I was like, I'm 14. And she was like, make a job. So I did. So I started teaching dance. And I guess the moral of that whole story, I taught it out of my house. It was really, really fun. But the moral of the whole story is, I am one of those people that believes you can make money doing anything you like. It really doesn't matter. And people very much about tradition and you must be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
But I really feel that whatever you love, you can make money doing it if you're willing to really hustle and if you utilize what you have.
I'm really good because I learned from experience. I was seriously living a champagne lifestyle on a Budweiser budget. And so then I had to really downsize and I'm like, oh, I gotta do laundry. Gosh. Dollar store is amazing. Just finding things that are on sale. Coupon books. Showing my age again.
Put together, okay, all of your expenses and sit down. Do you pay cell phone bill, electric, rent, take into account entertainment, food, self-upkeep, and then see how much, what your expenses are for the month. So if it's $1,500, $2,000, whatever, and then just kind of move from there. That way you can see how much you can invest into your business.
And if you're in the negative, then you just take out pay-per-view and chuck it out the window because you don't need it.
Yeah, you really don't.
We have so enjoyed this time. We hope you tune in next week. Please, please, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Here's some quick tips on life changes. How to be a money pro, even if you barely make any. Be sure to review your bills and bank statements as soon as possible after they arrive and monitor your accounts online. It's easier to live in denial, yes, but proactivity can avoid major money mistakes.
For more great articles, check out GirlsGuideTo.com.